Okie fucking dokie. So we should be live. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Some boxing on today, of course. Mainly Chisora versus Kubrat Pulev. That is on the zone. In the USA, we have Ray Vargas versus Mark Magsayo. Decent fight. And in Russia, we have Magomed Kurbanov versus Patrick Teixeira. That card is actually going on right now. Free on YouTube on the RCC boxing channel. So there's some fights this weekend. It's not a crazy week in regards to boxing, but there are some fights out there to get our teeth stuck into. Can't fucking talk. Very hot here in the UK. Very hot. I was actually going to go out today, to be honest, but things came up, and not in the best of moods. So probably not wise me going out and having a few beers. So why not have a few beers here? Because the way I kind of feel right now, probably get myself in a little bit of trouble, So I thought I'd stay in. Today, and brewed, I guess I would say, wound up. But it is what it is. What can you say? But yeah, today, in regards to the fights, I've got Magomed Kurbanov on points against Patrick Teixeira. I think Pulev on points against Derek Chisora. When it comes to Ray Vargas versus Mark Magsayo, I'll be honest, I'm really struggling with that fight. Really struggling. I could easily see Ray Vargas fiddling his way to a decision, but he's been super inactive recently, and obviously he's coming off that motorcycle crash. So Ray Vargas versus Mark Magsayo is a hard fight to call. I'd probably lean towards Magsayo, but it's a hard fight, that one. That's a good fight. Big up to Iceman. Big up to E-Machines. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Been trying to fucking get some shit done today, like writing a fucking script for the other channel. I've written some, but I just can't get in the mood for it. I'm fucking wound up. Yeah, bro. No doubt, man. Do you know what it was? It's actually nothing that happened to me, but my parents got their house broke into last night. And because my parents are old school. My parents were older when they had me, and they kind of use cash a lot still. And there was some cash, I believe, downstairs, like £300. And somebody broke in, and obviously they took it. They didn't take anything else, like no valuables or anything. I guess they saw the money, and they thought, fuck it, I'll make do with that. And they stole it, obviously. And yeah, my mum was fucking obviously hysterical. So thankfully, I'm in a position where I can sort her out, because my parents are not rich by any means. So I covered it, but it's not the point. It just pissed me off so much, man, that somebody would fucking break into my fucking parents' house. Like, I'm fucking mad as fuck. Just pissed off. Like I could break somebody's fucking face. Do you know what I mean? Could just fucking fracture somebody's face. A lot of just fucking wound up, man. Wound up. Yeah, what's up, Nordic, man? Big up to yourself. Big up. Yeah. Commenting from work. As you can see, I'm not working. Laugh out loud. Not really, bro. I'll be honest. I'll watch it, but not really. I mean, I'm expecting a similar fight to the first fight. Maybe not, because both guys are older now. But I'm not expecting much. Big up to John Gonzalez, man. Salute. Texas finest right there, John Gonzalez. Salute to John. John's working as well and skiving. Big up to Carlos Mendoza. Yeah, I'm watching the Russian card, Nordic, in the background. Actually, no, I fucking closed my tab. Whoops. 1 second. I'll tell you what, this RCC boxing channel is really cool, man. They always put their fights on like for free. and they put on some pretty good fights at times. Also on that Kurbanov card, you have Pavel Silyagin, who's a good prospect at 168. I think Tishchenko just fought. I was watching that fight and I've turned it off. Yeah, that's it, bro. Yeah, it's annoying. It's not even that's the wrong word. It's fucking infuriating. Like, it gets to me fucking bad. It gets to me bad. Like, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's up, Jason, man? Long time no see, Jason. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. Well, I mean, technically, yeah, but it's incredibly hard. It's incredibly hard, Iceman. It's not like America. It's not like America. That's why, man. I mean, when I hear British people talk about the gun problem in America, listen, I'd love to have a right to bear arms in this country, because this country's going to hell in a handbasket quick. Fucking thieving cunts, man. Listen, I grew up broke as fuck. Like, my parents were always struggling. Struggling to pay rent, that sort of thing. They always did in the end, and I always had a roof over my head, and I had great parents. My dad taught me so much growing up, And I know what it's like to be broke as a fucking joke growing up. And in my late teens, I kind of went off the rails, and I was on the verge of making some terrible life choices. Like, in fact, I got lucky in certain aspects that I never got fucking in trouble. But one thing I'd never do, and I can say this truthfully, like hand on heart, I've never stolen anything from anybody. Never. That's the lowest of the low to me, is stealing. Especially stealing from like older people and vulnerable people. That just gets to me so fucking much. Fucking cunts. Keep a chainsaw or an archery kit as a legal weapon. Yeah, you can have a bow and arrow. You can have I believe you can have a crossbow in the UK. I've got Brazil, Brandon Blanco, for some reason. I've got a funny feeling Brazil. A South American team hasn't won it for quite some time now, so I've got Brazil. It's definitely getting weaker. It looks like Lawrence Okole is going to leave. Liam Smith just left as well. Yeah, Second Amendment is important, no doubt. It's a beautiful concept as well, the Second Amendment. Well, that's the thing I always say about America. There are certain states in America that are fucked, but like America as a concept, as the idea, is beautiful. It should be the best country in the world, and in certain states it probably still is. But America's going in the same direction, unfortunately, as the rest of the West. Hopefully, these states that are still holding it down will continue to do so. That's all I'm hoping. States like Texas and Florida and those sort of states. Sorry to hear that happen. I get the anger, but these laws keep victims of shitty crimes from getting their proper justice. I'd love to find those people with you too. Yeah, tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. Especially in this country, like, you can. But if I don't pay my tax, I'm going to get fucking raped, Copendo 9, with people leaving Hearn, Conor Benn badly needs AJ to win versus Usyk. Otherwise, Hearn is going to have to throw Benn to the wolves, even though he's not at that level already. Hearn needs some star fighters, I agree, particularly in the UK. He can still do his US thing. And honestly, I don't think Hearn's US cards are that bad. Like, the other week on the Zone where it was Bam Rodriguez versus Rungvisai, and what was the other fight? Ahmed Aliev versus Rios. That was a really good card. Matchroom USA do really good cards with the lower weights. But in the UK, man, they've been slacking hard. No, my parents did, bro. My parents did, Jason. Like, if I get robbed, it is what it is. But when it's your parents, man, especially considering my parents are not exactly well off. You know, they're not well to do, kind of thing. It just gets to me. Like, fortunately, I could cover it, but it's not the point. Somebody fucking broke into your fucking like parents' house, man. It's just. Yeah, that would have been a Beterbiev versus 2013 version of Kovalev. Who wins? It's a very good question. The more I've seen of Beterbiev, if you asked me that like 3 or 4 years ago, I would have said Kovalev quite confidently. But now, seeing how Beterbiev has panned out, I'm not so sure. I think Beterbiev might get to him. I think he might get to him. The longer Beterbiev is in there, the more dangerous it is for Kovalev. Because I think Beterbiev is more durable of the two. I think he's more rugged, kind of thing. And Kovalev will definitely have success with the long range boxing, as did Vodzik early on. But could he sustain it? Could he hurt Beterbiev? Could he keep Beterbiev in his tracks? I'm not sure. Not sure what you mean, Brandon. What do you mean by like driving culture? Do you mean like petrol heads or car heads? I don't really engage with those sort of people. Like, I don't really, not that I dislike them, but I'm not a car guy, so I'm not really sure what the scene is down here. Yeah, I get you, Mike. Yeah, some people are just but like you say, bottom feeders. Listen, sometimes we have to do what we got to do, but you don't steal, man. You don't steal. But yeah, do you think Usyk versus AJ fight being on Sky will have any impact on a potential robbery? Because I've got that same feeling. Saying that Usyk is a smart dude, he knows he needs the KO, and I think he'll get it. Yeah, I think Usyk, if Usyk is as smart as I think he is, he should know what the deal is here, right? He knows all the money is in AJ. He signed that big deal with the Zone. And there's a lot riding on it. Having said that, I mean, Sky don't really have any say. It's hosted by the Saudis. They just chose Sky to like broadcast the fight in the UK. I don't really think the Sky factor has anything to do with it. I think it's more so the future for AJ and what money's been sunk into him, which is a lot. And obviously that Fury fight is worth what, over $100 million, man. So Usyk is up against it. The referee, the judges, and any other tricks that are pulled on fight week. You know. One of your cousins stole $100 million. Damn. See, again, I know this sounds bad, but it depends on, like, you know, if you like steal a massive conglomerate, like a less than reputable company. Let's say, for example, somebody runs a scheme and they steal from Google. I don't really have a problem with that, but it's when you steal from like regular people that pisses me off. That really fucking winds me up. Matchroom sabotaged UK boxing and promoted Canelo and Andrade types instead. Yeah, a lot of guys got sent out there when they first went to America. A lot of guys basically just got sent to the slaughterhouse. Yeah, Pulev could get robbed counterpunch. He could. Jason Bourne, I have crossbows, hunting knives, and plenty of guns. Are you in Poland, Jason? Are you in Poland? I seem to remember that you was Polish. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I'd like to know what the laws are out there in regards to that sort of thing. I got Argentina winning it all. They have youth plus experience, and they have Lautaro from Inter. Yeah, they got a good team, Argentina. Honestly, though, as good as Lionel Messi is, though, I wonder if it's worth now them planning for the future and just getting rid of him, kind of thing. Yeah, I did. Actually, not even after when I was a youth. So this was, when was this? It wasn't all that long ago. When did Chris Eubank Jr. fight? I always related to boxing. When did Chris Eubank Jr. fight James DeGale? It was like 2018 or something like that. Yeah, that year I was so close to joining the army. Like, I literally filled out the paperwork and shit, but for whatever reason, something stopped me, and honestly, I'm glad I'm glad I never did, considering how like the last 2 or 3 years have panned out in the UK. Like I owe this country nothing, man. I don't owe this fucking country anything. And I didn't really want to join the army like for the love of England or the UK, but it was more so I was just frustrated with the way things were going. I guess I wanted to get out and see things, but I opted against it, and things have fortunately worked out better in the last sort of 2 years. And that's all it's really about. It's about persistence. It's about just keep on fighting. That's all it's really about. Because persistence is underrated. Eventually, if you stay strong enough and stay in the fight long enough, things will turn for you. Eventually, as long as you have some sort of goal, as long as you're working towards something at least, things will definitely look up. Not sure. I know he dealt some weed, but I'm not sure whether he robbed anybody. Oh, I've got Bam Rodriguez, Brandon. I've got Bam. I mean, I'm very high on Bam right now. The way he took apart Rungvisai was a picture of violence. How he was picking him off, stepping out, creating angles on the inside, counter punching, the jab, the straight punching, the variety, the hand speed. Just a great performance, man. You can see that like Rodriguez. You can see that like Lomachenko is one of his idols, for example, like with some of his footwork and how he'll spin out and create angles. And he's a student of the game, I think, Rodriguez. He takes his craft seriously. But yeah, I take Rodriguez in that fight, probably on points. I take him on points because Martinez is tough. Do I rate Stephen Fulton? Yeah, I do. I think he's a very good fighter. Again, I think he lost to Brandon Figueroa, but I still think he's a very good fighter. Like he performed really well against Danny Roman, who's a good fighter. But Stephen Fulton versus MJ Akhmadaliyev's a great fight. I see that as a 50-50. If it goes to points, I think Fulton outboxes him, but I think MJ has the power to really make the difference in that fight because Figueroa was hurting Fulton. And although like Figueroa is a big dude who applies a lot of pressure, throws a lot of punches, he's not the same sort of fighter as MJ, but MJ's more explosive, he's more sudden with it. So if he catches Fulton, I think he can hurt him. I really do. So that's a great fight. But yeah, I rate Stephen Fulton. I do. He's very versatile, Fulton. He can fight on the inside. He can fight on the outside. He can box. He can move. He can do all sorts. I'll take David Haye, bro. I'll take David Haye. But if David Haye can't get him out of there in like the first 5 or 6 rounds, then Okolie might lean all over him and really kind of make it a hard fight, maybe even win. But I take David Haye. Beterbiev beat up Kovalev many times in sparring and amateurs. Yeah, but Beterbiev was a good amateur, man. Very good amateur. I completely forgot. Yeah. Start again. I completely forgot that Beterbiev fought Usyk in the amateurs. Yeah, I think he fought him 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. Beterbiev dropped him via a body shot in one of the 2 fights. They had 2 fights. Yeah, 2 fights. Okay, Felix Cash is off tonight as well. Yeah, he was going to fight Vaughan Alexander, yeah. Oh, damn, he was in an episode of American Greed. I think it was back in 04 or 06. Damn. Did he get away with it, Iceman? Did he get away with it or did he get caught? Let me know. Beterbiev wobbled Usyk. He didn't drop him. I seem to remember him getting dropped, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong. It's been so long since I've seen it. It's been so long. Who are you saying for Djokovic versus Kyrgios? Djokovic, because I like what he stood for in the last couple of years. I'll root for Djokovic. Feb 2019, that was it. That was it, John Jones. Oh, I see. I thought you was living in Poland, Jason. My father's German. My mum is Polish. They both grew up in Poland. I grew up in Connecticut. Fair play, man. Fair play. Yeah. If I ever move to America, and I get a green card, the first thing I would do is get strapped up to the nines. That's what I'd do. I'll get strapped up to the nines. Whatever you guys do in America, man, don't give up that fucking right. Just keep fighting. Don't give it up. I know I don't have to tell you guys that. But living in the UK, man, the alternative is terrible. Absolutely terrible. What you got out there is beautiful. And I know a lot of people want to take it away. Yeah, Polish women are nice. Yeah, there's a lot in a town near me called Bedford. Yeah, there's a lot of Polish women. Big up to G-Man. Big up to G-Man, the top guy, man. One of the guys I've got time for on this app. Got a lot of time for G-Man. Got a lot of time for G-Man. And check out his boxing channel as well, by the way. G-Man Boxing, really good stuff. Been putting in work recently, G-Man. I see your interview with Mark Tibbs. What's your thoughts on the Ring Magazine belt, bro? Had to look back at the champions the other day and pretty much agree with them, even the vacant ones, as there were doubts over the number one in the divisions. Yeah, the Ring Magazine usually are pretty good when it comes to awarding guys belts if it's a vacant situation. Yeah, they're usually pretty good. I don't really have a problem with the Ring Magazine. Some of the rankings are a little bit junky sometimes, but I don't really have a big problem with the Ring rankings as a whole. In terms of like mainstream, like either sanctioning bodies or anything along those lines, they have the best rankings. Yeah, it's interesting. If Usyk loses that fight and then goes to DAZN, I mean, I think DAZN might be sweating. Weird one, though. Weird one, Martin. It's a weird one. Yeah, I was saying this, G-Man. I mean, I like the Madrimov-Michelle Sorrow fight because that rematch, that had to happen because of the first fight. I like that fight. But apart from that, the undercard is awful. And the main event, man, I mean, I'm not excited at all. The first fight was terrible. The only way it's going to be a better fight, you know, is it will be because both guys are older now. Our crime is way lower than the USA. Numbers don't lie. Depends where you live, though, innit? Depends where you live. Yeah, they got caught. They only found 13 million of 100. Damn. Eddie has no problem with Florian Marku leaving, but it's with when it's Lawrence, yeah. Yeah, Luton and Bedford is full of immigrants, saucy ones too. Yeah, there's a lot of like Polish and like Romanians and people from that sort of part of the world. Albanians as well, actually. I'll tell you what, some Albanian women are nice as well. I ain't gonna lie. Not that I know of, Martin Butler. Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I would say in the UK they're struggling. I would say they're struggling. I watched your last stream, and the bit where you said that anybody in the world is capable of a violence and barbarity that we see in other parts of the world was proper chilling. True, though, yeah. That's what I believe anyway, under the right circumstances. Under the right circumstances, I think anybody or any group of people are capable of that sort of violence. Yeah, he seems nice, man. He seems nice, Mark Tibbs. He seems like he's got time for everybody. He's one of the only people in the like. He's one of a few people in like the British boxing scene who I wouldn't mind talking to. There's a few others. But yeah, I like Mark Tibbs. I do like him. He's an old school geezer, as they say in London. Yeah, Felix is off. Yeah. Yep, the circle of life in boxing. I remembered when Eddie Hearn was trying to steal Warren fighters under contract. Now Shalom wants to do the same thing. Power has shifted, and Eddie Hearn lies about not having people under contract. Yeah. We'll see how it pans out. We'll see how it pans out. I mean, it'd be interesting. It seems like Ben Shalom has a lot of backing for whatever reason. I'm not sure what I think about Sky and Boxer as of right now. I'm not sure what I think of it. I'll tell you what I don't like. It's very female boxing heavy, which I don't like. I appreciate some do, but that's not for me. It feels like they're quota filling more so than actually trying to attract, boxing fans. And I don't know. It's just... Albanian women 10 out of 10. There are some nice Albanian women. I'm a big fan. I'm Mr. International. A pretty woman's a pretty woman. Didn't Warren say Box Nation at its height had more subscribers than DAZN now? Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be shocking, because at their height, they had David Haye versus Chisora, which was a big fight in the UK at the time. Obviously, they had Mayweather fights. They had Mayweather Canelo. I wouldn't be surprised at some point whether they had a bigger subscriber base, but obviously it just tailed off. Yeah, there's a lot of Italians in Bedford, yeah, and South Asians in Luton, yeah. Yeah, the Kurbanov card's on YouTube, yeah. Yeah, indeed it is, yeah. Who's fighting right now? Pavel Filyagin's fighting right now. Does anybody remember on the Caleb Plant Canelo card where Mark Tibbs proper froze in the studio like he couldn't say anything for 10 minutes? No, I don't recall it. I don't recall it. Meriton Karacha is my cousin. Not sure who it is, bro. Let me Google it. Let me Google. Oh, he's a boxer. Welterweight. Mr. TNT, that's his nickname. Mr. TNT. Cool nickname. Yeah, I'll watch it, G-Man. I'll watch the card, G-Man, because I'm not doing anything else. But like you say, I'm not excited for it. I'm not excited for it. But Albanian, Polish women always have these ex-boyfriends or current boyfriends. Be careful there. I wanted before for a long time. These people came to my area, etc. Was a joke, yeah. Well, sometimes you got to take those risks, haven't you? Sometimes the women that are worth risking it for, and sometimes you got to roll the dice. You got to be Mr. 50-50. You got to be Mr. 50-50. Yeah. By the way, yeah, guys, the Kurbanov card is on YouTube right now. RCC Boxing Live. I think the main event is next. I think. Rumor I heard at the events last week is that Adam Smith isn't happy with Ben, as Ben has different ideas to what he wants boxing on Sky to look like. Apparently, Smith thought Ben was young, and he bosses him. Yeah, interesting. I'm not really sure what to make of Ben Shalom either. He's very shifty, isn't he? He's very shifty. Ben Shalom. Very shifty, but he's a boxing promoter. So I mean, it's hardly surprising. Mad to think that Boxer were on BT and haven't had nearly the same level of limelight as they do now under Sky. Shows how well Sky do with their promotional ability and all of that. Yeah, Sky, no doubt, are still the biggest players when it comes to broadcasters in the UK. No doubt about it. Are you a big gamer? Not really. I play Football Manager now and again. That's really it. I play that with a mate of mine online. But apart from that, not really. Yo, what's up, Lee, man? Salute. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. Yeah, just working, bro. Just working, BG, man. Just hustling and working and ducking and diving, wheeling and dealing, limousine riding. Son of a gun. Yeah, just working. Just working. Got to start hustling. I got to start hustling. I was going to do that today, but I was not in the mood for it. As I explained earlier. Fucking hell. Homeless in America, salute. Sorry, that's rude as fuck. I was chewing gum on stream. That's rude as fuck. Yeah, big up to Alex again. Free Akole and the rest from the plantation. Do you know what? Akole's in a position to where, like, he doesn't really need Hearn, because to get the big fights at cruiserweight, he doesn't need Hearn. He doesn't really need Hearn. And, maybe Sky are offering more money. I think Sky want to make that Riakpur fight. So, listen, if I'm Akole, I'll get my money. Big up to Mad Chad. Big up to Mad Chad. Check him out, by the way. Check out Mad Chad. Check out Lee Talks Boxing. Check out G-Man Boxing. Check out Nordic Warrior. Good channels here, man. Good channels. But yeah, Cash has pulled out. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, exactly, Martin. It's exactly. Yeah, he's got one fight left. I mean, Akole would be wise to keep his options open. That's what I would say. Yeah, dang, homelessness here in the USA is trending up. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's a growing trend right now in the West because of inflation, things of that nature. It makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, we live in scary times. I do worry for people, particularly. I think you always, when you look at the world, when you view the world, you always kind of like resonate with people who grew up like you. And yeah, I mean, if this happened when I was growing up, I mean, I don't think my family couldn't have afforded to pay rent. Do you know what I mean? We live in crazy times. Literally got like 3 lighters and none of them work. Cash wants to leave, but he's with Tony Sims too. The Hearn's lapdog, yeah. Oh, Cash wants to leave. Cash got sick, yeah. Yeah, sick of fighting in empty arenas and the BS and fairy tales, yeah. Because Felix Cash turned pro a long time ago, and he's not had that many fights. So yeah, I mean, again, I don't think the DAZN UK thing's been much of a success. I mean, what DAZN UK fight has like got you hyped? What DAZN UK fight has got you really hyped? You know, like when Matchroom were on Sky, at least with the big pay-per-views, it felt like an event. It felt like something semi-significant. I can't really remember any big UK DAZN card having that same sort of aura. I'm trying to think. What have we had? We've had Chisora versus Parker a couple of times. What else have we had? What else have we had? Yeah, smash the like. Yeah, indeed, Soler. Facts. 2 faces of Akole, the corporate man and the roadman killer, straight out of McDonald's. Yeah. Listen, man, just get your money. Get his money. Yeah, my issue with boxing at the moment is that mid-level fights don't seem to be happening. Yeah, that's true. That is very true, especially in the heavyweight division. Like when it comes to heavyweights, I want to see more fights like Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz. I think that fight makes a lot of sense. It's a good fight. But more of these other contenders need to fight each other instead of just waiting around fucking about, doing fuck all. I was excited for Warrington versus Martinez too. Yeah, me too, to a certain extent. To a certain extent. I didn't like how that fight came about, but to a certain extent I was. Smash the like button and subscribe. Yeah, facts. Some of Okole's fights should be paid in McDonald's money. Fucking Monopoly money. Hey Dale, planning on starting a combat sports channel, but primarily boxing. My bread and butter. Any advice? Possible equipment ideas? I'm not sure what format you're going to put it in, like whether it's like still pictures or face cam, whatever. But obviously, like for me at least, the main thing would be to get a decent microphone. Now, you don't have to spend $1 million to get a good mic. Like a Blue Yeti snowball mic, they're like, what, 40, 50 pounds, maybe $60, something like that. I would recommend maybe a Blue Yeti mic to start because they are affordable, but they are good. And yeah, apart from that, it's for sound quality. That's the main thing. It's for sound quality. Get your sound right first, I would say. And other than that, yeah, just go for it. Do it now. Don't wait. Don't wait. I tell you that. Don't wait. Do it as quickly as possible. Now that everybody has my cardiatus, I'm the best cardio guy around. Just got back from the gym. I get you. I get you. It's weird. I had a run. I wanted to see what I had left. I had a run last Sunday, and I got a 5 miler in, and that was after like I've done fuck all recently, like nothing at all. I've been to the boxing gym like on a handful of occasions in the past year, and that's it. And I managed to run 5 miles relatively comfortably. So my base cardio is still pretty good. I've always had good cardio though. I've always been like a slim guy. I've always had good cardio just naturally. But I need to buck my ideas up and get shit together in regards to fitness, no doubt. I definitely do. And I've been smoking as well, so it's like I did okay considering. So was I. Warrington Lara too. So was I, and I was so disappointed. Yeah, I was so disappointed as well. I hope Pulev doesn't get robbed. Yeah, hopefully it's a fair fight. Yeah, Chisora in the Boris mask was a bit bizarre. Yeah, well, Chisora is what he is, and he is what he is. I want Golovkin to win. He got robbed in the first fight. I agree, bro. I want Golovkin to win. I've made no qualms about that. I want Golovkin to win. I don't think he will, but I'd like him to win. What I would like Golovkin in an ideal world. I want to see. This is what if I could like summon the fight and make it happen the way I want it to happen. This is what happens in my fight. Canelo Alvarez comes out, starts really, really, really strong. Like he's beating Golovkin up. Maybe he drops Golovkin for the first time in his career. Golovkin looks like he's an old man. He's washed. He's done. Canelo continues to beat him up. And mid-rounds, just like Marquez, overhand right, bang, on the chin, KO, like cold KO. I want to see Golovkin get beat up and then knock out Canelo. That's what I want to see happen. Just because. Why not? It's not good to get hyped up about boxing. I was excited for the Warren card, but Callum Johnson ended up pulling out, and Cunningham versus Tete was a disappointment. Yeah, I was unsure on Tete Cunningham. I was unsure on that fight because I didn't really know what Tete had left, but I picked Tete on points in the end. But I was always certain that like if Tete is anywhere near his best, he will beat Cunningham. I didn't expect it to be so decisive, but yeah, Tete can punch though. Tete can actually box. He's just vulnerable. He's vulnerable. He's got a dodgy chin. He's got a bit of a dodgy chin. Doubt it, bro. No, they're not going. I doubt it unless Lara gets a title. I'd be very surprised. I think they knew. I think they know that they dodged a bullet in that second fight. I think they know how that fight was going to go down. I really do. I just think. I think Lara is a bad style matchup for Warrington. I don't think Lara necessarily beats everybody else, but I just think he's a bad matchup for Warrington. Oh, big up to Josh, by the way. $20 super chat. I have not seen you here before, Josh. So thank you very much. Thank you for the contribution. But yeah, thank you, man. I've not seen you here before, Josh. Big up to yourself, man. Big up to yourself, helping the channel out. And by the way, guys, expect some post-fight reviews tonight. I'll definitely do one for Chisora and maybe Madrimov and Sorrow. So expect a couple of post-fight reviews tonight as well. I know I need to get back on my boxing grind. I know. But I was talking to Mark the other day, Unrivaled Mark, and I've not been feeling boxing recently. I can't lie. I've not been feeling it. But yeah, thank you, Josh, man. You're a legend. You're an absolute legend. Big up to Josh. Salute to Josh, man. That's kind of you. That's very kind of you. Iceman, Golovkin won both fights. Yeah, you can make the argument. BG London, I'm promising you right now, brother. I'm promising you right now. I'm not in any way excited. I'm not in any way excited. Maybe if it was both hot, maybe. But no. No, I'm not excited at all. I did 5 miles today, sweated a ton, feels great. 5'11", 160 pounds. Used to be 230. That's a big fucking drop. Congrats, man. Yeah, right now. So I'm 6'1", and I'm about 180. 178. Well, hang on. What's 12 stone? What's 12 stone? I want to say that's 180. It's 12 stone in pounds. I could be completely wrong here, by the way. I'm going to look like an idiot. No, I'm 160. I'm about 168, 170. That's what I am right now. 168, 170. I'm a tall, rangy, lanky, wiry guy. I'm like Tommy Hearns. Chizora's going to whoop Pulev. I mean, it's one of those fights, bro. Like, it's whoever's got more left. It's whoever's less shot. That's really what that fight is about. First time around, when both guys had something in the tank, Pulev was a much better boxer. But now, not sure. Not sure. Hyped for Usyk, Joshua. I need Usyk to pay my bent leg water bill again. Yeah, facts. Again, that fight to me, though, I've got a funny feeling about it. I'm very interested to see whether Team AJ have come up with a plan to stop Usyk moving to his right. By doing this, Usyk is forced to fight in areas where he's far less comfortable. I do, yeah. I mean, it's going to be very fascinating to see how the first round of that fight, that rematch, is going to be so fascinating to see what sort of tactics AJ adopts, and also what weight AJ comes in at as well. To me, is interesting. Does Chisora have Parkinson's? He's on the way. He's on the way, taking a lot of punishment. And big up to Josh again, by the way. Big up to Bruce as well. Bruce Gas Boxing, Jazz and more. Big up to Bruce. Check him out, by the way. Bruce has a channel. He does live streams and things of that nature. Check out Bruce. Yeah, very kind of Josh. Very kind. Thoughts on Magsayo versus Vargas? Yeah, it's an interesting fight. It might be a boring fight, I'll be honest, because Ray Vargas's style is very negative. He's kind of herky-jerky. He's awkward. He's very long and tall for a featherweight. But I don't know. I don't know about that fight. I think it's a 50-50. I could easily see Vargas outpointing Magsayo, but again, Vargas has been out of a ring for a long while, had that injury. I would probably lean towards Magsayo, but it's a hard fight to call. Yeah, it's just not my thing. It's just not my thing, you know? Just not my thing. Yeah, Josh paid my water bill. Facts. Big up to Josh. I'd like Warrington to clear up the Lara situation. Yeah, I would as well, Lee. But Warrington has a hard man though. He's got a very hard man though in Lopez with the IBF. That's an unfortunate situation because Lopez, who is Warrington's Mando, is one of those guys who is very dangerous. And if Warrington loses that fight, he's going to get clowned for losing to a nobody. But if he wins, he's not going to get any credit. But I can tell you that Lopez is very dangerous. He's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter. When he beat the fuck out of Gabriel Flores, like beat the fuck out of him to the point where his career might not be the same again. And he also fucked up Isaac Lowe. Like that Lopez is a good fighter. Yeah, I think I'm just about a little bit above 12 stone. I might be, if I weighed myself right now, I might be maybe 12, 12 and a half. So in and around that sort of weight. I kind of want Pulev to win, bro. Yeah, I want Pulev to win. Well, I don't really care though. I'm not really fussed either way because both guys are non-factors. Big up to Ali Drew. Here I am, Dell. Big up to Ali. Salute to Ali. Thanks. I did the snake diet, a liver flush, and a ton of training to lose 78 pounds and got down to 152. It was so bad before. Hang on. It was so bad before I did that. Yeah, ripped now. Fair play, bro, man. And how long did it take you, Soler? How long did it take you to like do the transformation? Yeah, sick and tired of rooting for Chisora. Yeah, it's like rooting for England in the World Cup. Yeah, I know. Me too, bro. Like I'm very lanky. I've got super long arms. I'm built like an orangutan. I'm built like a primate, you know. So it's hard for me to put muscle on as well. Like I got super long arms, like ridiculously long arms. Like I've done this before when I boxed. I got my trainer to measure my not my wingspan, but my arm length. It's a difference. And my arm, like Vladimir Klitschko's arms are like 26. I think his arms are 26 inches long. His arms. My arms are like my arms are, I think, 29 inches long, and I'm 6'1". I'm a lanky looking guy. I look like fucking Slender Man. So I'd be a weight bully in boxing if I could. Well, I'd be a weight bully. I'd just get down and utilize it. Exactly. Yeah, he needs to sort that out. He needs to sort that out, Warrington. Ali True. So it took you a year to get down to 152 from 230. That's crazy. Fair play, bro, man. That's very impressive. But again, discipline gets you a long way. I've realized that over the years. Discipline gets you a long way. Like I've noticed that, like with my little hustles on the side and shit. Like the biggest piece of bullshit that you could ever be told is like motivation is bullshit because motivation isn't sustainable. You can be motivated and you'll do work and you'll do this, that, and the other, but the feeling of being motivated is not sustainable. But discipline is, you know, you just get up and do it regardless of the situation. And I still have my moments like today's a good example, but I'm a lot more disciplined than I used to be, no doubt about it. And I've got a lot more done, and the results kind of speak for themselves, kind of thing. But yeah, discipline gets you a long way. It's not about motivation. That's the biggest crock of shit. Discipline and motivation are not the same thing. You're obviously very disciplined, Soler. You're obviously very disciplined in that facet, because I'm sure there's days where you're not motivated to run or go to the gym or eat that certain food or do this, that, and the other. I'm sure there's days where you're not motivated, but you do it anyway. Yeah, Dell's like Bob Foster. Yeah, like Bob Foster, Tommy Hearns. I wish I had a fucking left hook like Bob Foster, though, Bruce. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. Floyd also has 26-inch arms, same as Vladimir. Yeah, Floyd was small in terms of height, but he had very long arms. Stevenson was another one. He wasn't the tallest light heavyweight, but he was very rangy. Good on you, man, Soler. That's good to hear. It's good to hear. It's always good to hear people doing well, especially coming from a bad place or a place in which they didn't want to be. It's always good to hear, man, because it gives other people encouragement. Fandora, yeah, that guy's crazy. Fandora. He's literally built like a fucking praying mantis. It should really be a no contest, yeah, but there you go. Dell's got a Mick Jagger body. I wish I was fucking like Mick Jagger. I'll tell you that much. I'm doing all right. I've got a link in a minute, though, so I'm doing all right, but big up to Mick Jagger. It depends on who he fights, Jared. It depends on who he fights, but probably not. Not at cruiserweight anyway. At heavyweight, maybe. Yeah, exactly. You're right. If you put into work on the hard days, the easy days are all that's left. Yeah, exactly. And that's it. You know, that's it. It's all about discipline. I know it's easy to say, but just got it's all, and it's also when it comes to discipline. I know it's hard to get into that. It's very hard to get into that mindset. But the main thing is attempting it, and you're gonna have your hurdles. Like again, today for me is a fucking hurdle. Just my mindset is off. But you're gonna have your hurdles. But you know, as long as you start building a little bit of momentum behind it, then that's when it's easier to be disciplined. It's far easier when you do it day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. That's when it becomes easier. It becomes a lot easier. And I say, like, even today when I've not been disciplined because of what I was saying earlier, I've still like partly wrote a script. I've still done certain shit. Like I've wrote a part of a script. I've done this, that, and the other. It's not like I haven't done anything. So even on a bad day, I've still done something, and that's what it's all about. And it's hard to get into that mindset, you know. It's hard to get into that mindset. Pat McCormack and Josh Kelly are on the upcoming Channel 5 card on the 30th. A lot of Channel 5 cards now, it seems. Yeah, with Wasserman and Kalle Sauerland, yeah. I'm not sure really what to expect from Josh Kelly. I think he'll get found out again. Conor Benn has a glass jaw. Time will tell. Time will tell with Conor Benn. I know O'Hara Davis broke his jaw in sparring, but big up Dell, big up to Crazy D3. Hypothetically, how would you see a Cole versus Riakporhe playing out? Well, both guys are serious punchers. Let's get it straight. Both guys can really crack. And I think both guys will be aware of that. I could see a fight in which Okole's winning. He's landing the cleaner shots, mainly his jab, but there's a lot of holding. It's a very messy fight. And eventually Okole just catches him with something out of nowhere and stops him. That's the sort of fight I see happening. Yeah, he got dropped by Payanold. Yeah, twice, I think, as well, Volta. That's why I liked Tyson Fury. He's inspirational, even if he's full of it when he talks. It doesn't. Yeah, exactly. I mean, motivation. Listen, motivation is real. It can help you on certain days, but I wouldn't try to rely on it. But yeah, I mean, if you can get motivation from anybody, try and utilize it. You know, try and utilize it. That's the thing. But I wouldn't necessarily rely on motivation because I've seen that in life in general, where well, I've known people who are intelligent, they're smart, they're talented, and when they're on it, they're on it. But they always say the same thing. Oh, well, I'm not motivated today, and they won't do anything, and they're kind of slack. But Channel Five card, yeah, they have been good Channel Five cards. Yeah, they have. Sebastian Fundora would fit perfectly in a Feed the World ad campaign. Oh, damn, 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 damn. I get so much done in my days now that I'm in good shape. Yeah, and I'm sure you just feel better in general. You've got more energy. You've got more lust for life. You're more on it, I guess. That's one thing. That is one area where I have done bad for a long time now. Is like physical fitness. I'm one of those people though. Like I don't look unfit. Does that make sense? But when I have done little fitness regimens, I felt so much better in myself. And I need to try and get some little schedule going. Nothing crazy because I've got a lot on. But in all seriousness, like there's nothing stopping me to. I should really do like maybe 3 days a week of something, you know. But that's the next thing. Right now, I'm in that kind of fucking just hustle mindset, just hustle, hustle, hustle. But yeah, I need to, I need to take that more seriously. But yeah, good on you, man. Good on you. Yeah, it was a bad fight. Siaslek versus Okola. Yeah, bad fight. Thoughts on Huey's matchups and management? I mean, I liked the Michael Hunter fight in terms of like it being a competitive fight. Both guys are at a similar level in the heavyweight division. It made a lot of sense. Probably would have been a shit fight, but it made a lot of sense. Again, Huey's a bit like a Cole to me. I just don't like watching the guy fight all that much. I don't really care about him that much, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'd say try to get the Hunter fight back on. That's what I would say. Delayed gratification helps with discipline. That is true. That is true. Because like quick results. So you guys got like no idea how many like hustles I've tried over the years. I've always been trying to hustle. And there's been moments where I've like made quick like money quick, like a bit of money to where like, oh shit, you'll make the money and you kind of slack for a little while because you made a bit of money. And that was my pattern anyway back in the day when I was doing various things. And it's not really the case these days. Like this month for me has been like the best month I've ever had in life in terms of cash. But it feels shit. It feels shit. Like it doesn't feel like anything anymore. It doesn't feel like anything. So I've got to keep working. Do you know what I mean? It's my mindset's definitely different now than it was a few years ago. Like I tried all sorts, man. I tried all sorts on the come up when I was young. All sorts. Yeah, I know. I've noticed that as well, Alex. Yeah. Do you like my profile picture? Who's that on the floor? Oh, it's Fury. It's decent. It's decent. Boxing hype is decent. Yeah. Teixeira versus Kurbanov. Yeah. It's nearly the main event is next. Yeah, I've got it open in the background, Stefan. Yeah, it's a good fight. It's a really good fight, isn't it? It's a solid fight. Both guys are top 10 guys at 154. Teixeira is always good fun to watch. So that'd be a fun fight. That'd be a fun fight. Big up to Stefan, by the way. Really good Twitter account. He is like, because he scores a lot of fights on Twitter, and is extremely rare. In fact, I'm pretty much always agreeing with his scores in regards to certain fights. I don't think I've ever seen one of your scores where I've like, what the fuck did he watch? I always, your scores are spot on. Your scorecards. Maybe I'll say a round different, but like in terms of like the actual winner, I'm pretty much always in agreement. Honestly, right now, Lawrence Okolie at cruiserweight, I think he beats Makabu. I think he beats Gulamarian. Jay Opataya, he impressed me last week, especially in the first 6 when he was boxing and moving and keeping range. I felt he boxed really well in the first half. He tailed off in the second half, but I think that kid's got skills. I think Opataya is the biggest threat, but right now I'd probably pick Okolie. I probably would agree with you, bro. I'd probably agree. I'll put it in the chat, guys. I will put it in the chat. Oh shit! Oh, Jesus Christ! There you go, guys. It's in the chat. I'll just put it in now. Is this Magomed Kurbanov guy from Chechnya by any chance, or Dagestan? He looks it. He looks it. He looks like a Dagestani or a Chechen. Magomed Kurbanov. Yeah, Dagestan. Yeah, he's from Dagestan. I thought so. You can just tell by looking at certain guys. To be honest, bro, I've not really seen much of Zarila. I've seen a lot of Barboza. He's a very high output boxer. He can box and move. He can trade. He can fight. I've seen a lot of Barboza, but I've not seen too much of Zarila. So I've not really got a pick there. I've not really got a pick there. But I'd assume Barboza on points, but I've never seen. I don't think I've seen Zarila. I think he might surprise people at heavyweight. I don't think he'll ever be the man or anything like that, but I think he could beat a couple of contenders. Yeah, Fundora is the best fighter to watch in boxing. I mean, he's fun. He's very fun. Like when he first came along, I was, to be honest, he kind of just had those gimmick vibes, like he was a shit fighter who would get found out. But, he's improved in recent years. Like, he's a really good inside fighter for such a guy of that size. Like, he can really shorten up his shots, the uppercuts through the middle, the hooks, the short hooks, the body work. He always makes space for himself to find shots on the inside. He doesn't smother himself. He doesn't get tangled up. He's actually a really good inside fighter. He's kind of like, he's a lot taller and longer, but he's kind of like Paul Williams in the sense of like people with Paul Williams always said, why doesn't he jab? Why doesn't he use his range? It's kind of similar to Fundora in that way, like I'm sure people are saying the same thing about Fundora. Why is he not boxing? Why is he not utilizing that jab and length? But I mean, you fight how you're comfortable. Yeah, exactly. That is true, Soler. That is true. Yeah, the last Channel 5 card was bad, though. That was bad. But the Mick Hennessy cards were really good. They were always good. Honestly, Matt Skelton is probably the most famous fighter to come out of my local gym. And also, I was at a gym in which Graham Earl used to run. This was quite a few years ago. I forget which year exactly, but it was a lot of years ago. And Graham Earl eventually got arrested for like drug dealing or something like that. And I don't think the gym is there anymore. I'm pretty sure it's not. I think they turned it into like some sort of fucking bullshit Pilates or some CrossFit bullshit. Yeah, getting outside always helps, bro. But here, yeah, the Kurbanov fight has just started. Teixeira is a little bit bigger dude. Magomed Kurbanov, he doesn't fight in a Russian style. He leads with that shoulder, like a side on profile, shoulder roll type of stance. He's got more of an American style. Magomed Kurbanov. He's got more of an American style. Doesn't have that traditional Eastern Euro style or Russian style. But he's got some nice skills. He does have some nice skills. But I don't like his shell. I don't like his Philly shell. He's open for the left hook. Teixeira already caught him with it in the first round early on. Like a looping left, like a wide left hook kind of thing. Again, he catches him with that left hook. Gardening, yeah. Gardening, interesting. I love gardening because everything I grow, I can eat. Knowing it doesn't have pesticides saves money and teaches my kids. Yeah, my dad used to not garden, but like we used to go like kind of hunting, I guess I would say, like like things like fishing, in lakes where you could keep certain fish and eat. We done that. We went like lobster hunting and shit like that as when I was a kid. So yeah, I know the feeling. That's a great. I wish I could get back into it. And that's again, that's another thing I'd like to get back into. Okay, Huey versus Hunter rescheduled for September. Yeah, good news. I like that fight in terms of like the competitive nature. Yeah, that is true, but I still need to do it. I need to like I could get toned real quick, but it's finding the time, bro. It's finding the time. Like when I was boxing, like when I was actually training like semi-regular, I was like, oh, down goes Teixeira in the first round. I tapped out as well. Fuck. All I heard was, ooh, and he's down. I want to see a replay of this. It's near the end of the round. And Kurbanov is trying to follow up. Kurbanov trying to maul him on the inside. A series of short right hands. Let's have a look at this replay. There's some hottie in the crowd, by the way. Some hottie. Let's have a look at this replay if they show it. This guy looks like Magomed Kurbanov looks like a mix of Khabib Nurmagomedov and Vic Darchinyan. Let's have a look at the replay. Beautiful right hand counter by Kurbanov. Like Teixeira's feet were all over the place. He was square on. Like I think he tried to throw a right hook and Kurbanov came back. So Teixeira throws a right jab out of a southpaw stance. He leaves his jab out too long, and Kurbanov comes across with a sort of a looping right hand, drops him hard as well. Beautiful shot that. Second round. Kurbanov swinging that right hand. Can't find odds for Kurbanov. Maybe because it's in Russia. You know what the world is like right now. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're not hosting odds for these sort of fights. Good right hand by Kurbanov. Teixeira comes back with a multi combination. Kurbanov's trying to pressure, whereas Teixeira's trying to pressure, whereas Kurbanov is taking the half step back, but both guys exchanging. Kurbanov's shots are shorter, more compact, getting to the target first in the exchanges. Teixeira's trying to pressure, get up close. Lands a short left hook up close. Kurbanov goes to the body, raking right hand to the body. Left hand by Teixeira, good shot. Good straight right to the body by Kurbanov. Good round this. There's a couple of exchanges. Oh, nice little exchange. Kurbanov misses with a left hook. Teixeira is just trying to impose his size and pressure. But Kurbanov's taking care of himself quite well, rolling with shots, and Teixeira's not getting through with too much clean right now. Kurbanov is landing the better shots. Tries a looping left hand there. Teixeira hits the shoulder of Kurbanov. Teixeira leading with a couple of jabs, nothing getting through. You can tell Kurbanov. Beautiful shot by Kurbanov, like a looping right uppercut through the guard. Beautiful shot, like a long uppercut through the guard. It's hard to explain, but beautiful shot. Like an up shot, like a. Kurbanov looks really, really sharp, like really sharp in regards to his count. Good left hand by Teixeira though. Doesn't face Kurbanov. Yo, Kurbanov's pulling a Floyd Mayweather. He's sitting in the corner just like trying to counter and time him in that shoulder roll. Good round, but Kurbanov wins the round. 3 months minimum for me to get in beach body shape. I've done 2. Fair play, bro. Yeah. It's just, yeah, I mean, fair play. I mean, listen, I'll take my shirt off at the best of times regardless, man. You know? For 30 minutes after you exercise with a run, for example, is one of the best feelings in life. Clearing out the bad energy and achieving serotonin, dopamine hits, etc. Yeah. There was a hilarious John Fury impression. I'll fight every woman, man and child. Big John Fury. Yeah, I mean, Vlasov actually recently lost. He recently lost Maxim Vlasov, so he's retired as well now. But yeah, Kurbanov is well in charge here. He's well in charge. He looks super sharp. Good body shots there by Kurbanov. Teixeira comes back with a straight left to the body. Good shot. Problem with Teixeira so far, I know it's early, but there's no injection of pace in his work. He's very one-paced, whereas Kurbanov can explode with sudden shots, sudden counters, sudden combinations. Teixeira doesn't really have that. I'll be honest, his shoulder roll, I know I cussed it earlier, but his shoulder roll in this fight actually hasn't been bad, Kurbanov. He has to watch Floyd Mayweather, Kurbanov. He has to, given his style. Honestly, this is good left hook by Kurbanov, man. Again, Teixeira just walks in lazily. Low lead hand, gets caught with a left hook. These first 3 rounds are the best I've seen Kurbanov. It looks very sharp. Good short right hand by Kurbanov. Yeah, this is the best I've... Lovely lead right hand by Kurbanov. And he clinches. You can tell, though, like, you can really tell that, like, the style... I'm sure this guy watched Floyd a lot, Kurbanov, I'm sure. By the way, I'm not saying he's as good as Floyd. Don't get it twisted. But lovely right hand by Kurbanov. Again, low guard, man. Just he's getting timed, man. Again, another right hand. Teixeira comes back with a left. Straight left. Teixeira's getting pieced up, though. His lead hand, his right hand is very low, Teixeira, so he's open for a left hook. And his Power hand, his left is still relatively low. Teixeira's trying to apply pressure. Good jab by Teixeira. Again, that's better. Good defense there by Kurbanov, just rolling the shot, glove up, beautiful. Tell you what, he's boxing well. Kurbanov. That's the end of the third round. Teixeira's not won a round. Not won a round. Got dropped in the first round, right hand. Outboxed in rounds 2 and 3. You can really see the influence. I would be shocked if Kurbanov, if you spoke to him, I'm sure he would say Mayweather is one of his like idols or a guy he tries to model himself on. You can tell. And his shoulder roll looks a lot better in this fight than it was in the Liam Smith fight. He kind of abandoned it in the Liam Smith fight after a few rounds, but it's working perfectly for him in this fight. He's rolling and slipping and sliding so well in this fight. He's getting caught with a couple of jabs here and there, nothing too serious. And yeah, round 4. Haney's another example. But yeah, again, this is the best I've seen from Kurbanov. Like I rated him going into the Liam Smith fight, but I didn't rate him like a future world champion or like a future dominant world champion. But he's been really impressive in this fight so far. Really impressive. Best I've seen him, easily. Boxing really well. Just moving nicely there, keeping range, holding out the lead. Again, holding out the lead hand, that's a Floyd thing. Jab to the body. Telling you this guy watches a lot of Floyd. Telling you. Right hook to the body there by Kurbanov. Partially blocked by the looks of it. Nice defense there by Kurbanov, just stepping out of range. Teixeira falling short with a jab. Good counter right hand by Kurbanov. Teixeira came in with a looping right hook and he got timed. Teixeira's jab is really weird. So he's got a quick jab, Teixeira, out of that southpaw stance. But what he usually does, he'll jab and then he'll pull his hand down and then bring it back up. He doesn't bring it straight back. And that's open for a counter. Oh, left hook to the body, right hook to the head there by Kurbanov. Beautiful shots. Teixeira's getting pieced up right now. He's getting outboxed, outfoxed. Lovely rolling of the shots there. The shoulder roll's working in this fight. I'll say that much. I'm always skeptical though when it comes to other guys using the shoulder roll. Like if you're not James Toney, if you're not Floyd Mayweather, as a all these sort of guys, I'm like, meh. But he's using it quite well in this fight. Big up to yourself, Jared. You tuning in? Teixeira's trying to pressure Kurbanov. Kurbanov sits in the corner, just waiting comfortably and patiently. Tries to throw some counters and misses. You can see what he's trying to do, though. Yeah, his defense has been razor sharp in this fight, Kurbanov. Like he's rolling and avoiding shots so well. Reactions are on point. He looks very good. He looks very good. Yeah, why not, man? It's just such a hard technique. Like the amount of fighters we see using shoulder rolls and they'll stay super flat-footed, they'll get timed and they'll get fucked up. My favorite example was Andre Berto when he tried to do the shoulder roll against Robert Guerrero. He got destroyed. I remember his jokes. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, they have that in them. The Mexican fighters have that ability, but like, you know, guys like Morales, Morales could really box. He was a great long range boxer, puncher. Barrera was really technically gifted as well. Marquez, great counter puncher, but they had that ability to mix it up and really trade when they had to. Because you have to have that, right? You know, you have to have that. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely right hand counter there by Kurbanov. I'm actually enjoying this performance. He swings a bit there though, Kurbanov. Loses his shape a little bit. He misses. But Teixeira doesn't. Teixeira can't counter. I wonder whether now Kurbanov realizes that Teixeira has nothing for him. And he gets a little bit more loose. Takes a few more risks. Like Teixeira is trying to pressure, but nothing's really getting through apart from like the odd jab. Like he's. Oh, that's beautiful work by Kurbanov. Teixeira kind of tried to collapse the pocket. He tried to open up. Kurbanov landed a short right hook and then got a bit of distance and landed a two-punch combination. Now they tie up. Now Teixeira is starting to back up. He tries to throw a looping left hand, which gets partially blocked. Good jab, though, by Teixeira there. Gets through. No, you can't be doing that, Kurbanov. He tried to open up throw a wide left hook and a wide right hook, and he missed both. Just got to keep his shape, you know, keep that construct because he's boxing really well. So I feel like in this round he's trying to open up a lot more, and you can see in his style he's losing his shape, but he lands a great body shot there, left hook to the body. I'll tell you what, man. I listen. I'm not fucking with anybody from Dagestan or Chechnya. If these guys, good. That's a better right hand there by Teixeira, and a left hand. That's better. That's better by Teixeira, but he landed a right hand and two left hands. That's better. Kurbanov comes back with a right hand of his own. First real bit of success Teixeira's had in this fight, like real bit of success. Teixeira goes to the body. That's better. Good defense there by Kurbanov, slipping the shots. Good, left hook, right hand by Kurbanov. Only thing in this round, Kurbanov is still clearly winning it, but he's winding up a lot more, like he wants to get the stoppage, and it's his constructs become a little bit more loose. Yeah, Barrera wouldn't leave a pocket, but like against Naseem Hamed, he boxed really well in that fight. He picked his moments really well. But yeah, you're right. Primarily pocket fighter. Chisora knocking Pulev out, buddy. Maybe Super Tanker. You never know. Both guys are so old now. It could happen. Indeed. This may sound dumb, but how does one properly break down and explain what is happening in the ring? I mean, it's one of those things. It comes with experience. I'm not really doing a good job of it. I wouldn't be a good commentator, but you know, you can break down a prediction video quite easily. Just watch a couple of fights and. But here we go. What is this round? Round 6. Hang on, this is only a 10-round fight. I would swear this was a 12-rounder. So yeah, we're round 6 of a 10-round fight. I'm sure this was a 12-rounder on BoxRec. Maybe I'm wrong. Good jab by Teixeira. Good counter right hand there by Kurbanov. Right hook by Teixeira. Big shot. Right hand by Kurbanov, though, comes back. Two big shots there. Neither guy felt it. Both guys continuing strong. You know these guys are tough, though, where they come from. Teixeira from Brazil, Kurbanov from Dagestan. Both these guys are tough, man. Good uppercut there. Right uppercut by Kurbanov. Counter. Teixeira fell in a bit too much there. Though Teixeira is having more success now in the last round or two. Again, not really enough to win rounds, but he's having more success. He's landing a few shots here and there. And both guys tie up. Right hand by Kurbanov splits the guard. Good shot, lead right hand. Teixeira's ability to cut the ring off is pretty poor, though. All he's really doing is following Kurbanov in straight lines. He's not taking a step to his... He needs to really be taking a step to his left. And he's not doing it. He's just following Kurbanov in straight lines. Sorry, take a step to his right, I meant. But yeah, he needs to... He's attacking in straight lines too much. Good right hand there by Kurbanov. Another good right hand there by Kurbanov. The problem with Teixeira, when he opens up, he squares up so much. And obviously for a straight puncher like Kurbanov, it's easy to find the target. Good work there by Kurbanov up close. Good work, but Teixeira comes back with a jab. Body work by Kurbanov. Yeah, most boxing coaches discourage you from using the Philly shell. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one of my pet peeves in boxing, average boxers making other average boxers look like elite boxers. I get you. Maybe that's the case with this fight, who knows? But I think Kurbanov has skills. So, like, Kurbanov does have some ability there. You can clearly see he's got ability. Like, he's got some nice moves. He's a really adept counter puncher. Like, he can fight a bit. Again, though, to me, that's a Kurbanov round. The fight is on the RCC boxing channel. RCC. Promoters love building up hype chains. UFC does it too. They're doing it right now with Sean O'Malley, yeah. Yeah, I can't stand that Sean O'Malley guy. Right hook there by Kurbanov, beautiful. Like Teixeira tries and that, but like he needs to up the pace a bit more. There's no dynamism to his game. He's not dynamic enough. It's the same thing. Follows in straight lines, flicks the jab out, tries to close the distance and trade up close. There's no different looks or anything. Oh! Right hook left hand there by Kurbanov. I thought he was hurt there, Teixeira, but no, he's okay. Now they fall into a clinch. Yeah, that's what they're doing with Tommy Fury. Yeah, they'll try and build him up for a big payday. Yeah, they want that. Obviously, they want that Jake Paul fight, but it keeps falling through. Nice uppercut there by Teixeira on the inside. That's better. Right hand by Kurbanov comes right back. Ah, lovely left hook to the body there by Kurbanov. Good jab by Teixeira, though. Comes back. Like, even on the inside, like, in terms of cleaner shots, like, Kurbanov lands the cleaner shots for the most part, which is where you'd think you'd want the fight to be for Teixeira. And now Kurbanov clinches. Both guys fall to the inside again. Right hand, left hook there by fucking Kurbanov on the inside. Teixeira tries to open up with a swing and a miss there. Big swing and a miss. Jab to the body, right up. That's a good little that's a different combination. Jab to the body, followed by a right uppercut to the body, but by Kurbanov. That's different. Overhand right there by Kurbanov. Lead overhand right. Like Kurbanov, like Teixeira's missing, but he's not missing by a lot. Like he's slippery, Kurbanov. Very slippery. Round 7 done. And I've not given Teixeira a round. I've not given Teixeira a fucking round. Yeah, exactly, man. He's trash, Tommy Fury. Yeah, there's that as well. There's that aspect that nobody really talks about. You know when like there's a highly touted prospect coming up and they fight bum after bum after bum. You know, I mean, those guys are getting hammered, and they listen. That's their whole career, getting hammered by up and coming prospects. Can't be good for you. So yeah, we're going to go into round 8 in a second. It's been pretty easy though for Magomed Kurbanov here. Pretty easy. The counter right hook there by Teixeira. That's better. Didn't do much, but it's nice. Not much has happened so far in round 8. It's actually Kurbanov who's applying a bit of pressure here. Lovely right uppercut there by Kurbanov. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. And Teixeira's backing off here. Maybe he's trying something new. Nice counter right hook again there by Teixeira. Good counter right hook. Little check counter right hook out of the southpaw stance. And now they exchange jabs. Kurbanov kind of slips and slides. Nice left hand by Teixeira. Kurbanov misses the right hand. Quiet round. Good right hand there, though, by Kurbanov. Good shot. Thing is with Teixeira, his guard is so porous, it's so wide. Okay, the gum shield of Teixeira's out. Okay, cool. Mike Tyson was the same thing. He could have fought Bo, Foreman, Holyfield, or Lewis way earlier, but they made him fight trash. If you're on Jake Paul's radar, that says it all. That is true. That is true. Yeah, he's fighting Hashim Rahman Jr. next, apparently. I've never seen that guy fight. I'm assuming he's shit. Kurbanov opens up with a bit of pressure here. Probably not, bro. It'll probably be fixed, honestly. I can't see it. Like, they used to be sparring partners, apparently. So I doubt it. Ah, Kurbanov tries a bolo punch there. He tried a bolo punch. He missed. He missed, but I liked the attempt. The fight now is it's not as high output as it was earlier. Kurbanov now is basically just stalking Teixeira. Teixeira is trying to do something a little bit different. He's trying to box a little bit more, but again, it's not effective at all. One thing I've noticed about Teixeira in regards to his jab, it feels like he's pulling back as he jabs, and I wonder whether that's because he was getting countered so often early on. He's scared of getting his jab countered. That's what it looks like to me. Like he throws the jab, but it's almost like he pulls back a little bit, and he's not committing to the jab. But yeah, that's round 8 done. Oh yeah, he's got a chance, Soler. He's got a chance, but I'm taking Beterbiev, man. I think with Beterbiev versus Bivol, if Bivol is to win that fight, he's got to show us something offensively that he's never shown us before. I honestly don't believe he can win that fight without hurting Beterbiev. I don't think he wins that fight if he can't do that. Offensively, he needs to step up, I believe. Nice left hook there by Kurbanov. But yeah, this Kurbanov has skills, but it's hard to explain. So he's got skills, he's got ability, but it's like either there's something missing or he needs to find that next level. He's just not quite there, kind of thing. Yeah, Kurbanov's applying a lot more pressure though in the last few rounds. He's not as good coming forwards as he is sitting back and countering. I'll say that much. He's not as good at fighting on the front foot. Good defense there by Kurbanov. But he's interesting. He's interesting, Kurbanov. He's a decent fighter. But again, would I pick him over at Charlo? Probably not. I think he'd give Charlo problems, but I think Charlo gets to him and catches him. But he could win rounds against Charlo, there's no doubt about it, but I don't think he does it over 12. But he's a good contender. In all honesty, it should be Tim Tszyu versus Kurbanov as a final eliminator. That's what it should be. But that's never going to happen. Beautiful right hand there by Kurbanov. He missed the left hook and came over the top with a right hand. Good shot. About a minute left of round 9. Again, I can't give Teixeira a round here. He lands a jab. He does land the jab. Yeah, it's weird. Like all of a sudden, Teixeira is starting to backpedal when he can't do that because he's losing every round on my card. Oh, big right uppercut there by Kurbanov. I think Teixeira's hurt. Good defense though by Teixeira. Spins out well and he clinches. He felt that shot. Oh, I think he's buzzed, Teixeira. And it's the end of a round. Saved by the bell. He was slightly buzzed. Yeah, I like Bivol, man. I do like him. But I like Beterbiev's style. Just crash bang wallop, and he's technically gifted as well. He's technically good. Beterbiev. He's got more skills than a lot of people give him credit for. Like, he's a very good counterpuncher, Artur Beterbiev. And he's very good in the exchanges. He's very composed, keeps a very good shape. He's a very subtle fighter, Beterbiev. He's again, I think some of his skills go under the radar. I mean, I'm not saying you, but I've seen a lot of people describe him as a basic come forward fighter. No, that's what Joe Smith was, and you saw how Beterbiev dealt with him. You know, like Beterbiev he's an aggressive guy and he is a pressure guy, but he's got skills. Now what the fuck is happening? Teixeira's tape is coming loose in the final round. Yeah, he seems pretty beastly right now, Beterbiev. Good head movement there by Teixeira. Yeah, it's like Teixeira throws the jab and kind of pulls back. It's like he's scared to get countered. Nice little combo there by Kurbanov. A couple of right hands and a failed left uppercut. Yeah, Teixeira's fighting really weird. He's trying to move and box and move and stay out of the way. I mean, he's got to do something big here. Well out of range there, Teixeira tries to throw a jab. Well out of range, man. Yeah, swing and a miss there by Teixeira. And now Kurbanov's trolling him. Like he's doing the Billy Joe Saunders thing where he looks, where he looks out the fucking ring. He's good. He's good to watch, Kurbanov. He's good to watch. He makes things interesting. Good overhand right there by Kurbanov out of that high guard. And trying to finish the fight strong, but they fall into a clinch. Good right hand there by Kurbanov. Like Teixeira swung wildly with a left hook, and he got timed easily. Yeah, Teixeira's completely lost his shape. Like he's been thoroughly outboxed here, outboxed and outworked. Good finish to the round here by Kurbanov, a guy who's winning every round and he's finishing strong. Trying to exchange with Teixeira. Good short right hook by Kurbanov on the inside. Uppercut on the inside by Kurbanov. Teixeira comes back with a left. That's over. Fight's over. Again, I can't see Teixeira winning a round. Somebody in the chat on this stream is saying Teixeira won. Are you serious? That's a clear fight, clear win for Kurbanov. Teixeira was better than this. Maybe he's falling off. Yeah, I mean, maybe, but stylistically, I just think Kurbanov's more skilled, man. He's got more. He's more versatile. He's more versatile. See, some people are saying 93-95 or 7-3-6-4. I can't see that. I thought Kurbanov won this fight fucking clearly. Because like Kurbanov was blocking so many shots that Teixeira was throwing. Yeah, I can't see that. I can't. I people in the chat are saying Teixeira won. Like in Russian, like Russian people. Are you serious? I can't see it. I can't see it. Yeah, he's got the 23-0 bandana in advance. Let's have a look on Twitter what people are saying. Like at the best case, I think maybe Teixeira won a round or two. That's really it. Scorecards are being read out now. Yeah, Kurbanov UD. Right result. Right result. Good win there by Kurbanov. He boxed really well, in my opinion. Got a bit messy in the second half, but early on, I felt he was countering and boxing super effectively. Showed good defense. I thought he boxed all right. He's a contender. He's a contender. I wouldn't pick him to beat a Charlo, but he'll give him a little bit of a fight for a while. Yeah, Teixeira wins easy. Sorry, Kurbanov wins easy. Neither do I, Nordic. Like, at best, I think you could have given Teixeira a couple of rounds. Like, but I see scores in the chat, like, really close scores. I looked on Twitter and people are saying, like, 97, 92. But I can see that. I can see that. But that's the sort of fight it was. Like, pretty comfortable there. Pretty comfortable. But yeah, I mean, as the fight played out, it became more. I don't know. It became a bit messy as the fight played out. But yeah, yeah, good performance though by Kurbanov. In as a whole, good performance. Yeah, good. That's good performance, man. Yeah, he was especially early on, Nordic. Like early on, he was boxing really well. Kurbanov. He was counter punching super effectively, keeping distance, showing good defense. As I said, the fight got messy as it went on, like in the second half. But Kurbanov clearly won. By the way, do you know Vasil Yagin result? What was Vasil Yagin result? I didn't see that. He won by UD, Kurbanov. Cool. Yeah, he looks like a mix between Khabib and Vic Darchinyan. That's what he looks like, Kurbanov. He's got the Khabib beard, but he looks like facially he looks like Vic Darchinyan a little bit. That's what I think, anyway. But yeah, good performance there. Good performance. Ah, leave me alone, bro. Some fucking guy keeps fucking commenting, DMing me. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up, guys. I'm fucking starving, like literally starving. I've got fish and chips for dinner. I've got some fish and chips. Something easy, something simple. I'm gonna treat myself. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Expect some post-fight reviews tonight. Probably Madrimov and Sorrow, and obviously Chisora and Kubrat Pulev. So expect those. Hopefully, you guys have a good weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And yeah, I've enjoyed this one. Peace.